Hello and welcome to this week's episode. If you're new to this channel, it focuses on the ins and outs of living abroad in the beautiful country of Poland. This week, I'm going to talk about the differences between Christmas in Poland and in the USA. Let's get started. The Christmas is a holiday celebrated around the world, and for some people, it is the best holiday. Now, my favorite holiday is actually Halloween, but Christmas is probably my number two holiday. Now, Christmas in Poland is slightly different than Christmas in the USA, and we're gonna go over a few differences, and we're probably gonna look at some pros and cons of these slight and sometimes drastic differences. The number one difference is that in the USA, Christmas is a big production. And when I mean a big production, it is huge. Christmas is everywhere. Everywhere you go, everywhere you turn, Christmas is just in your face with the music, the decorations, city decorations, and people even decorate their whole homes with Christmas lights and other decorations to celebrate the season and Christmas specifically. In Poland, Christmas is a little bit more subtle, and I think that has to do with the modest culture here in Poland. And probably Christmas is really big in the USA because of the capitalistic system. I believe that both ways that a Christmas is celebrated in both countries is actually kind of cool. You can get to go to America and have that like big, raw, elegant experience. And here in Poland, you get to have this like more calm and homey experience that I love. So I definitely can say that I like the bells and the whistles, but I also like the calmness here in Poland. Now, although Christmas is a bit more small and a bit more modest here in Poland and in Europe as a whole, Europe, including Poland, has something that the States doesn't have, and that is Christmas markets. Every Christmas at the beginning of December, most cities, even small cities, set up Christmas markets. Now, in these Christmas markets, you can buy lots of different Christmas ornaments, Christmas foods like spiced gingerbread cookies and Christmas cake. But my all-time favorite at these Christmas markets is hot wine. And this hot wine is wine spiced with typical Christmas seasoning. So you have anise, cinnamon, and other just Christmassy herbs. And it's the thing that I love the most about going to Christmas markets here in Poland. Another thing I absolutely love about Christmas markets is crafts. And I'm a sucker for making crafts and purchasing crafts. And these particular crafts that I'm gonna share with you, I purchased throughout the years being here in Poland, and they were made by children to raise money for their schools. Now, here is the first one. And this one here. This one that I'm gonna show you is my favorite. This one is super interesting and I think really reflects craftsmanship. Little punt. And last but not least, this one here. So if you're ever in Europe for the Christmas season, when you get here, if you get here in December, I definitely recommend you hitting up a Christmas market. Now, another huge difference between Poland and the United States is that Santa doesn't always correlate with Christmas. So on December 6th, there is Santa Claus Day. And on Santa Claus Day, children celebrate Santa bringing gifts. Typically on this day, though, children get like one gift or they get like a small gift. Now, Poland is broken up into different regions, and according to the region, there are different traditions that go with each of these little regions or areas of Poland. Now, in some areas of Poland, Santa brings the gifts, just like the United States. In other regions, baby Jesus brings the gifts. And even in some regions, Jack Frost, yes, you heard me correct, Jack Frost brings the presents. To me, it's really interesting that different regions of Poland celebrate Christmas differently, in addition to having Santa Claus Day. Now, for a future video, I hope to kind of go and explore some of these different traditions. So if you think that's a good idea, go ahead and leave a a remark in the comments, and that'll be something I'll be working on specifically for next Christmas. The last thing I'm going to mention for this video is that in Poland, for Christmas, everything literally shuts down. So for about 2 to 3 days, the whole country is closed, and people are generally spending time with their families and enjoying each other's company and enjoying meals. And this doesn't always happen in all parts of the United States. In the States, I remember as a kid, during Christmas or Christmas Eve, I was able to go to a movie theater with my mom, which was super special, and it was part of a tradition as a family that we would do. We'd always do something slightly different during Christmas, but in Europe, that's not the case. Europe is really focused on family time, and I would say that in the States, the biggest family time would be Thanksgiving, where a lot of people would fly to visit relatives and fly to be with their family. Here in Europe, Christmas is like that holiday. Christmas is the time when everybody flies together and everyone hangs out with their family. However, in Poland, Christmas is changing and people are deciding to make their own traditions. Kind of similar how people make their own traditions in the States. And there is a trend where people, they will fly to warm countries and celebrate Christmas there. Kind of like in the States where a lot of people would celebrate Christmas in Hawaii, or they might celebrate Christmas down in Mexico to kind of enjoy the environment down there and to like do something slightly different. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. And I hope you have a great time with your family and friends. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And I can't wait to see you next week.